Alright, we are back at my property. Can't believe it's been a month and a half since we've been here. Anyway, I'll show you what I did since I was out here, or when I was out here last when I sunk my camera in the boat, in the water. It happened like right over here. There was a huge tree hanging out right here that was hanging out in the water, and we kind of floated underneath it, and it pulled the phone off the mount into the water. I was lucky I even found it. It was in like 5 feet of water. So, anyway, I noticed there's still some foam there I need to clean up. And I think I did this pile last time I was here and I didn't have a trash bag, so, but it looks like some wind blew it around. So, anyway, here's what I'd cleared around, but I'm not doing any of that today. I still want to get those cleared out of the way, but they're just going to have to wait for now because I'm not knocking anything into the water right now. So, buddy, Natira, come here. Natira's having a blast. So, apparently, my boat either has a hole in it, or all of the rain that we've been getting, since there's no way for this boat to drain itself, filled it up and sank it. Lovely. So, I can get it out. I've got one of those, I'm not going to worry about it today, I don't think. Maybe we'll see. But I've got one of those, ratchet thingies or whatever I can hook to a tree. And I can ratchet it up out of the lake. And then hand bail it. Whatever. It was free. I'm not that worried about it. If it's got a leak in it, I'll have to worry about it later. I'm surprised. It's been 6 weeks since I've been out here and the grass has barely grown. Of course, this is under tree cover, so all the way up there around the front part of the property, it's a little bit longer, but more exposed. And I think I'm going to bring some of the cedar home with me. Use it for some projects or something. It's cold, buddy. It's not even 60 degrees this morning and he's jumping in the lake. How you doing back there, Kune? Wow. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it. Ginormous spider web right there. But if you notice all these trees, you know, about 8 feet up everywhere, I cut all the branches back so that I can walk under everything and eventually drive my car. So that's the plan today. Go around the perimeter of the yard where I want to put the fence at. Like right here. I'm thinking, since there's a kind of a drop off right over there, I'm thinking bring the fence up to like this tree right here and then angle it this way and go back in here. I'm gonna get a stick for walking between trees, make sure I don't hit any spider webs. And then kind of angle the fence back this way a little bit. Bring the fence back over here to this ledge. Kind of like right in this area. Oh, more foam. There's just foam everywhere. And then this is kind of this slopes down to the lower part of the property here. And I'll eventually, you know, brush hog all this and make it look nicer through here, but you know, that's another day. Probably not until sometime next year. So I gotta worry about getting my main part of my property set up. So, but anyway, go back over here to this ledge. Kind of run the fence probably down along this way. I want to try and get as much ground up here as fenced in as possible. So a little trouble there. Oh, freaking spider web. Forgot to clear in front of me. Buddy. Buddy, come here. Hey, couldn't you? You having fun, buddy? In a couple hours, it's going to warm up. It'll get about 70 or 80 degrees out here. 75 to 80. There's another big old spider web and spider right here. Punk. It's one thing I'm going to have to get used to is spider webs everywhere. At least until I can clear out some of these trees and get the gaps much larger where spiders can't as easily put a giant spider web in between them. So, anyway, back over to this ledge. Maybe a bit of clearing, but clear over to that ledge area as close to as I can get to it. Because I want to clear all this out. Buddy, come here now. Natira, come here. Get up here. Buddy, come here. Buddy, come here. But yeah, clear on this ledge over. All the way over to here. And then I'm thinking, since this ledge is right here, it probably wouldn't be smart to put the fence right next to the ledge, so should probably go back at least 5 feet from the ledge. That'll give me room to walk around on the opposite side of the fence and clear and everything without risk of falling over so easily or whatever. So eventually I would like to, clear this out and make a nice little opening and make this look really nice here and put like some kind of little like outdoor patio with a bonfire and everything so you can sit here and look over the ledge and eventually, clear this view out here, because the few times I've been down in the creek, there's a ridiculous amount of deer tracks coming around that corner down there and going this way. So camp out right up here on the ledge with a nice rifle and just wait for them to come around the corner. Eventually, someday. Come here, guys, now. Buddy, Natira, come here. Stay up here. Okay? Do not go down there. In fact, I forgot to spray you guys with apple cider vinegar before we got out. So, anyway, I need to get started on clearing here in a moment, because I got a lot to do. The grass is still wet with dew, so I need to still need to cut the grass too, but I'm going to wait and do that later after it dries a little bit. So, anyway. And then, oh, well, I guess we can continue the trip around down here, but here's the ledge to the creek everywhere, right through here. Like I said, about 5 feet from the ledge, all the way down through here, put the fence. I'm going to put a couple of gates in every once in a while in certain spots too where I can walk through and access. And I think my property line, oh geez, look at that, I just found a pile of trash right here. Alright, well, I brought trash bags with me because I knew I was going to find some more trash eventually. At least it's not much. Looks like it's just like a little camping area. Somebody threw some trash here. But I think my property line ends like right over in this area somewhere. I'm not entirely sure exactly where it is. But I know, let me see if I can get over to it here. There's another can right there. There is a kind of like a little small creek valley thing where all the water from other properties comes down through here and into here. So I'm going to assume that this is my property line right here. Starts here and then goes that way. It doesn't curve with the little valley here, but it just goes straight out that way, out to the street. So I will stop the fence right up here by this tree and then go this way with it. Ah, come here now, buddy. Get over here. Stay here by me. Never actually been back this deep in the property yet, or back in this corner. Sorry, ran into another spider web. I keep forgetting to shake in front of me. Over here. Stay here. I'll have to run a string exactly where. I know where my property line is at the street. Buddy, Natira, now. Get over here. Somewhere right around here. Like I said, I know where my property line is at the street, where the corner is. So I'm gonna have to get a really long string or whatever. And from that corner tree down there by the creek and run it all the way out here down to the street. It's about 600 or 700 feet. Actually about closer to 800. Ah, big old spider web. Ah. So. Alright guys, let's get out of the deep forest. Let's hope you guys didn't get any ticks or very many. Which, you know, I'm pretty sure you did. Come here guys, now. Buddy, now. Okay, there's the lake. I know I've got, I think this is my property. I'm pretty sure this is my property right here. Because I know I've got like 50 to 70 feet out from the lake over here, which is about where we're standing. So, there's actually there's a lot more ground that's level over here than I thought, which is nice. Come here guys, now. Come here. Come on. Stay out of the deep brush. Come on, buddy. So, come here, Sarah. Alright. This is where I'd been clearing. Because at first I thought my property line stopped here, but I'm almost positive my property line goes over that way. Kind of where, you know, where that creek edge is at, where I showed you, and then straight over to the road. So, and the big problem, that's not a huge problem, but like I said, that dam that goes along the far side of the lake, that's the only way to the back side of this property. Because all the way over here, you can see, let me get back through here. It's actually pretty low at the moment, but there's like there's a water draw that cuts through the property right here. And it goes all the way up through, and it cuts through, you know, numerous, for the neighbors told me that it goes up for a mile through multiple other properties that way. It's just kind of like a little drainage pit that comes right down into this lake. So you can't drive through to the other side of the property from here. You have to go around on the dam. And eventually one day I would like to build, you know, a little footbridge, a little wooden footbridge or something, or a metal footbridge or something over that, you know, big enough for like a lawnmower or whatever. I don't know if I'd be able to build it strong enough for a tractor, but who knows? We'll see. But that's for another year. Come here, buddy. Get over here now. Buddy. Now. But yeah, so we got a lot of space to build in. But I'm thinking, I don't know if I detailed this last time I was here, but I'm thinking kind of in this area. Right here. There's a nice, decent sized tree right here, which I might leave, but just cut back the limbs. This one also. And then clear out all the small stuff in here. Open this up to the sun. Let grass start growing in here. Leave a couple of trees. You know, kind of like how you saw me do around the lake. Do that around back here too. Open this all the way up so you can see the lake. And back here, probably cut down 90% of these trees. Mostly the small stuff. You know, like little stuff like this. That one's not too bad, might leave it. But these good sized ones that are about, you know, a foot to 18 inches in diameter, definitely keep those. But all these little things go. And, you know, those are all cedar too. And I can use those for all kinds of projects. Or for building with. So yeah. Pretty cool. Probably leave this tree. Even though it's not a cedar. Whatever tree this is. That's the leaves. I'm not quite sure what that is. Well, it kind of looks like a maple leaf up there. Probably not though. Persimmon? I don't know. But that's a nice double tree. It's nice and big. That'll be a nice shade tree right by the cabin. There's a spitter. Hi, spitter. So, yeah, I think building like right in this area for the main little cabin would be great. Put the garage right over there. Cabin like right in this area where these bigger trees are for shade. And then like I mentioned that I was going to do like a smaller, like third little building for like a kitchen. Because I want that separate from the main building. I think it'd be neat. So, alright, well anyway, I think we spent enough time detailing plans. Let's get back out of here and go get the chainsaw and other stuff and get to doing some clearing. I got a lot of stuff to clear. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm actually probably won't need the chainsaw that much at all. Because most of the big trees with big branches on them and stuff are kind of like in the center of the lot. Most of the stuff that I walked around the perimeter was a lot of the smaller stuff just needs to be cut off at the ground and pulled out of the way. So I'm sure there's going to be some, but anyway. But he's just like, yeah, whatever. I'm just going to jump in right now. Oh, this is what I was telling you about earlier. You know, this is where I'm going to eventually, you know, make this a driveway through here. And definitely going to leave this tree right here. I like that one. Probably leave this tree right here because it's a nice big thick one. But I want to clear out all those trees through here. Or almost all of them. One or two of these bigger ones I might leave. But I want to kind of like curve the driveway around this way. And I want to put like... Sorry, didn't mean to turn the camera down, but I want to kind of like maybe put the garage like right in this area. Probably back further. You know, this is right next to the lake. But probably back 20 or 30 feet from where I'm standing. I'd say probably about where that tree is there. Or that second one. Would be the start of the building. And that way there'd be enough room to drive in here. And kind of do kind of like a teardrop turnaround right in this area with the trailer or whatever. Something like that, we'll see. Once I get all this stuff cleared out, I'll be able to start marking things out and making it easier to understand. Having fun, Natera? Look at you. You're like, yeah, Dad. Yeah. Alright, let's go back and get a chainsaw. You okay, Kune? You like it out here, don't you? It's quiet and peaceful. Yes, it is. come along. That's what I was thinking of. Which I can attach to the front of this boat and pull it out with. I'll probably have to attach it to like this tree over here to come along and grab that boat and pull it out right through here. So, oh well, shit happens. I'm not really that worried about it. It's just a boat, which is, like I said, free and only going to use it occasionally. So, but I need to figure out why it sank. Honestly, I don't think it was any holes because there are no holes in this boat. I checked the bottom of it. So, I think it's just from all the rain that we've got because I haven't been out here in 6 weeks. And it just filled up the back of it and sunk it. So, no biggie. Not worried about it. Gotta fix this. I'm gonna have to fill this with some big rocks and fill this in because this is in the way. It's right where I'm gonna have to drive at eventually. Not anytime soon, but eventually. So, all right, guys. Let's get the chainsaw, bag for trash, and get going. All right. See you guys in a little bit with an update of progress.